Hello there, I'm GaminRaian. Continuing on our week of Dragon Ball, I'm going to be playing Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo for Nintendo Wii. This game was released during 2009, in July for Japan and October for the US. The game is a 3D styled beat 'em up, much akin to Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure on the GBA, minus a dimension, that focuses primarily on the Red Ribbon Saga up until Goku's fight against King Piccolo, if the title didn't give that away.
Sorry to interrupt your video, Ryan. Good job, by the way, so far. Thank you for taking part in this. But one thing that really bothers me about these Dragon Ball games is the exclusion of the Piccolo Jr. storyline. I mean, it's such a climatic battle, and it just ends the series so perfectly.
But that is what I find strange about this game, is its lack of story. The previously mentioned Advanced Adventure covers the whole story from Goku meeting Bulma to Goku fighting King Piccolo, and that was just a GBA game. One would think that a game on the Wii, released 5 years later mind you, would cover the whole story, especially since it's not part of a series that has any of the story previous. This game expects you to know the damn source material going in. After that rant, I suppose I should actually start talking about the game, so let's boot it up.
Boy, this is getting exciting!
Goku is excited.
Boy, this is getting exciting!
Goku is really excited. The first thing you'll have to do in the game is select a game file with Master Roshi, and here, or the main menu, is where you will discover every option on these menus have voice clips to go with them. What we have here are a few different modes, such as the World Tournament mode, where you and a friend can fight a one-on-one match with 17 different characters, the shop, where you can visit fortune teller Baba and spend your zenny on various things, such as movie clips from the adventure mode and character 3D models, the option selection here with Krillin, no description needed, and the gallery, hosted by Bulma, where you can see all the various things that you've collected or bought from the shop. And of course, the mode every Dragon Ball game is nearly required to have is adventure mode, where you play through the story. I'm gonna go ahead and put a spoiler warning right here. If you haven't watched or read the original Dragon Ball series and don't want the story spoiled for you, I'd suggest not watching this video. I'm recovering the whole game's telling of the story from beginning to end. But if you have watched or read the series and or you don't care, then continue. The adventure mode starts off in a stage not directly inspired by the series, but where Goku is going up against Colonel Silver. It serves as a tutorial stage to get you adjusted to the controls of platforming. You hit A to jump, B to attack and do combos, C to dodge or use a shield, and Z to do various actions designated by a crosshair, whether it's a homing attack like Sonic, or to pick up and suplex a robot. Along with this stage also introduces you to the various collectibles, of which there are 8 in each stage. Collecting all the items in the stage typically will unlock you a character in the World Tournament mode, unless you collect them all only in Stage 1, which gets you nothing! Besides introductory stuff, there's ultimately not much to talk about in this stage, as the story only consists of Goku searching for a Dragon Ball, the Red Ribbon Army searching for the Dragon Balls, and Goku fighting the Bear Thief in place of Colonel Silver. Stage 2, after giving a quick story update, drops Goku off to Storm Muscle Tower in order to save Jingle Village's mayor. While running through, Goku must fight Major Metallotronator, Ninja Murasaki, and Booyan, who you fight as the final boss rather than the encounter with General White and Ader, which has been remade as a cutscene. Which is funny how both General White and Colonel Silver you end up not fighting, and instead fighting some beast, but General Blue and Officer Black you actually do fight. Although Blue somehow controls a giant octopus into helping him. Oops, spoilers. So, anyway, in Stage 3 you're going into the Pirate's Cave to get the Dragon Ball before General Blue, who mind controls a giant octopus to fight you. Now that would have been surprising if I hadn't spoiled it, Goku also has to dodge traps in the cave and fight the Pyro Robot, but there's nothing too special here. Now Stage 4 does get a bit interesting. It starts off with Goku fighting Mercenary Tao, after watching him spear with his father. Something I haven't really talked about yet is the differences in fighting styles in this game. Like there is fighting a baddie or a boss, then there is fighting an enemy, if that makes sense. Fighting a baddie is basic, and both they and bosses have rateable moves that give you time to counter and dodge, but fighting someone like Tao is like fighting in the World Tournament mode, where he's not a pattern-based boss, but has a similar moveset to yours, making him quite a bit harder to fight. Sure, there is a way to cheese fighting him, but it does change up the game and makes him really hard at first when he isn't pattern-based like the other bosses. So, with that explained, you fight him, he goes off to get new clothes, and you climb Corrin's tower. This is where some of that filler comes in, as in 4.2 and 4.3, you're trying to find a Dragon Ball Corrin threw off the tower by exploring some ancient ruins. This is just so that stage 4 isn't just 3 levels long, but what really made me question this part is when fighting the saber-toothed tiger at the ruins. The fucking intro song to Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 starts playing. It was just so surreal that not only was a song from a Dragon Ball Z game being used, but one as popular as one of the game's theme songs. That was the biggest moment for me in this chapter. The rest is a way easy minigame to access Goku's training with Corrin, and a 2-part fight with Tao. Stage 5 opens up with Goku beginning his conquest to erase the Red Ribbon Army, as he goes straight to their base and says, "Time to break some stuff." I like the way you think, Goku. This level introduces an annoying mechanic in which certain enemies will throw bombs at you, so there are various walls set in your path that you need to wait for a bomb, throw the bomb at said wall, and blow it up. It'd be a smart thing to do to maybe hide a secret, but the fact that it blocks your immediate path for no reason, other than to waste your time, is stupid. The enemies with bombs will just keep respawning, so it just seems pointless. The second level has Goku in an inside environment, and fighting the robot that Oolong transforms into as a boss. Even though you fight the same enemy at an earlier point in the level, but let's forget about that. The third stage mixes elements from the first two, not much need to say, other than the fact that Goku finds some heat to take on Officer Black with.
Look what I found!
Oh shit, Goku's back in heat! The fourth level pits Goku against Officer Black and his big robot. The battle goes quickly at first until his second form, where his attacks do a lot of damage. But as long as you got down to Z button counters, this boss will go down easy. After this, Goku realizes he can't locate the last Dragon Ball, and the game introduces Emperor Pilaf into the mix as some foreshadowing to future events. But before we can get to Pilaf, Master Roshi instructs Goku and the rest of the crew to go to Fortune Teller Baba and have her divine the location of the last Dragon Ball. In the manga and anime, there are 2 fights that take place in an outside arena, with Fangs the Vampire and See-Through the Invisible Man. Quick side note, was he born invisible and given that name? If not, how did he become invisible? And why did he get such a stupid name as See-Through? Ignoring that, much like the game does, Goku starts off running through an underground maze, added into the game as filler, as he fights Bandages and Devilman. No relation to the Man family of Mega Man, of course. After going through the maze and the 2 fights, Grandpa Gohan, the mysterious master figure, is the last man for Goku to fight, and does so outside. Now, let me tell you something. This part of the game is where I learned something that would have made this game a bit easier for me. See my health in these first fights against Mystery Grandpa? It's tiny and almost half depleted from one strong attack. Now look at it. Pretty long and durable, huh? That's because after every stage, the final section in the shop unlocks a health upgrade you can buy to increase Goku's life bar, thusly making this fight really easy for me. I feel stupid for not knowing this, but afterwards I made sure to buy each one after every chapter. So up until stage 6, I was pulling a pretty badass run, huh? Oh yeah, almost forgot about the plot. Goku and Gohan battle. Goku nearly wins, gets his tail squeezed, which the game forces some exposition on you and reveals as Goku's weakness, and gets yanked off. Grandpa reveals his identity, something, heartfelt reunion, blah blah blah, and it is revealed that the last Dragon Ball is hanging directly to Goku. This is directly where stage 7 picks up, as Pilaf, Mai, and Shu are on their way to ambush Goku, squeeze his tail to weaken him, and steal his Dragon Balls. Goku, learning their location, gets a drop on them, fights Mai and Shu in their Pilaf machines, and owns them easily. Pilaf jumps in, gets taken care of just as quickly, and they go to squeeze Goku's tail, which is now gone. Then Pilaf and Co. copy the Megazord and combine their robots to destroy Goku. You can guess how well that goes. The odd thing about Stage 7 is that it's the only one that consists of only one level, just the Pilaf machines and Pilaf Megazord fight. My video clip for this level is 20 minutes, and roughly 6 of that is spent actually fighting, based on my results screen. The remainder of that time is all cutscenes. During the fight, after the fight, summoning Shenron to bring Upa's father back, and Goku setting off to train for the next World Martial Arts Tournament. Stage 8 begins 3 years later at the World Martial Arts Tournament. The first round of matches are skipped, and Master Roshi and Tien's fight is glossed over as Roshi talks to Tien about his evil ways that aren't explained in the game. After that, Goku fights Krillin. Krillin loses, big surprise. And the second stage is Goku vs. Tien, which now might be a good time to mention. These two fights are the only ones that utilize the World Tournament style fighting and status bar. Even still, it's not that big of a difference. The only changes I noticed was your jump attack goes at an angle rather than straight down, and that your shield has a visible gauge. Anyway, back to the fight. Goku and Tien fight. There's a cutscene in the middle to show Tien stopping Chaozu from using his powers on Goku to help Tien, and when you deplete his health, a cutscene plays. This depicts Tien using his Tri-Beam, and Goku headbutting Tien to almost win. If he didn't happen to land on a car. After the tournament, Goku and Tien are talking, and Goku realizes his Power Pole and Dragon Ball are missing. Krillin states he left them at the fighters' waiting room and goes back to retrieve them. After hearing Krillin screaming, everyone runs back to find Krillin dead. A first of many. The most messed up part is this part of the cutscene here. They just propped up his dead body on the screen. It doesn't look creepy, but thinking of the fact that he's actually dead is the slightest bit unnerving. Now for the finale, Stage 9. The story parts here are kind of explained through cutscenes here, as the stage is comprised of 3 boss fights. I know there are 4 levels, but 9-3 is literally only 8 minutes of cutscenes. Anyway, stating that Goku got his ass kicked by Tambourine and Yajirobe killed Symbol. Oh yeah, Yajirobe is here now. Tambourine spots Goku and fights him. This time, Goku is victorious. This gets King Piccolo's attention as he comes down to fight in level 9-2. And he actually manages to kill Goku. Level 9-3 shows Goku somehow coming back to life though, as he and Yajirobe make their way back to Korin's tower, and Goku drinks the Ultra Divine Water to multiply his power. Oh yeah, while this is happening, King Piccolo asks Shenron for his youth back, and then fucking kills him. The Eternal Dragon fucking obliterated. Don't worry though, we'll just wish him back with the Dragon Ball. That's right. Awkward. But here we are, the grand finale that is Stage 9-4. Goku and the now young King Piccolo square off. This battle is fairly hard, even with all the health power-ups that I made sure to get. But if you can master all your skills playing the game, much like Goku has over the course of the story, you can see the ending of Goku blasting himself and using all of his strength to shoot himself directly through King Piccolo. The credits then show Goku finding Kami, getting a new dragon to replace his old one, and everyone coming back to life, to close off on a picture of an older Goku and his friends ready to fight in the next World Tournament. Now, the reason I decided to go so into detail about the events of the story mode is because besides that, there is little to the game. The World Tournament mode is just a simple 2-player mode that isn't too good as the controls for this game don't work for it. It's mostly just 2 players flailing around until someone leaves an opening for the other to exploit. And there are no other game modes besides that. The game is fairly okay for what it is. Although I'd like to refrain from referring to reviews of games from reviewing websites, GameSpot kinda sums up my thoughts on the game nicely. Revenge of King Piccolo is more successful as a Dragon Ball primer than as an actual fighting game, meaning that if you want to introduce someone to the concept of a beat-em-up or to the story of Dragon Ball, this is a good game, but to a seasoned veteran of the gaming community and a fan of the series, it doesn't offer enough to be too worthwhile of an experience. I still found myself enjoying the game to an extent, but I'd prefer to read or watch the series for the story, or play something like Streets of Rage 2 for the beat-em-up experience. But if you are craving a really quick catch-up of the Dragon Ball story, but want to play a game and not just read a wiki page, then this just might be the game for your odd taste. Hey there, Thanks for watching day 4 of our Dragon Ball week. I appreciate this is the 4th video you're watching and that you're watching them all in order or while they're coming out or whatever, but I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this all the way to the end, because I do appreciate it. This is technically my first full video out for the channel, and considering I've been working on one for a while, kind of embarrassing when I really think about it. But yeah, well, down here somewhere on the screen there'll be annotations that lead to the other videos, like the Dragon Ball Advance Adventure that I plugged earlier in this video. That was done by Bionic Exact yesterday, technically day 3. And should have the other videos somewhere up there, and something for day 5, hopefully. If not, then you can just go to our channel, check it out, and while you're at the channel, could give it a subscribe or something, you know, it'd be great. If you like watching our stuff, you get to keep updated as long as YouTube doesn't mess up your subscriptions like it does for other people, but, you know, that's how it goes. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.